this up. Okay. Oh boy, I'm going to talk about politics. I feel like it's very easy to fall down a rabbit hole. You start watching someone on YouTube or some other platform, you form a bond of trust, and then the person you watch starts to share conspiracy theories and starts Focus, Atterbos! Fuego next! You're such a weakling. My old friend Rasmussen grew too powerful, but he knew that if he had to fight the lesser gods, he would lose. Pevna was on his trail, one of the nasty lesser gods. Once you're on his list, you will be crossed off. In the dead of night, Pevna came to the tower. Atterbos got about 3 hours of sleep before he was jolted away. What's going on? He asked the air. Go back to sleep, lad. Nothing to worry about. I know magic, Atterbos said. The bald man laughed, and so did... He says he knows magic! The bald man said, and a few other men laughed. They were going through Atterbos' stuff. I'm not kidding, Atterbos said, trying to sound intimidating. Alright then, prove it! If a movie, game or TV show with an historical setting is wildly entertaining, but can still teach us a little something about history and the mistakes our ancestors made, I think it has value. Of course, some works have more value than others, historical fiction that tries to paint a picture of how things were and doesn't shy away from the bad, and doesn't try and filter our history through rose-colored specs. But as soon as the text starts saying, the king had been ill-informed by a shifty advisor, Archibald the Deceiver, who was not present at the meeting, but I saw him standing outside the room twirling his mustache as he does. As Archibald spotted me, he sent me a grin and then started laughing maniacally as he grabbed his cloak in dramatic fashion and then ran down the hallway. We can start to question the priest's motives and bias towards Archibald, who may or may not have existed. But we can look into Archibald, see if he existed at all. And if he did, we can try and look into his actions and try and confirm whether what the priest said was true or if he was insane. Or if he had some malice towards Archibald, the kind lover of puppies and protector of kittens. At least according to Archibald himself in his memoir, The Noble Chronicles of Archibald, From Battlefield to Cuddles, which we can believe without question. Unfortunately, there aren't many Archibald the Deceivers in history, twirling their mustache, laughing maniacally as they scheme to try and deceive the king. In the show Outlander, we're introduced to Jocasta Cameron, who's Jamie Fraser's aunt. She owns a big mansion in colonial America. And with a big mansion in the 1700s comes slave ownership. The show tries to thread this very thin needle, calling her out for owning slaves, but also kind of making light of it, painting her as one of the good slave owners. She's friends with her slaves. She treats them well. She only whips them a little. Sometimes they almost get paid. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed the little taste from all the clips that I've selected. So this is my second introductory video. I feel like the old one has been outdated for a while, and with my channel finally picking up subscribers, I feel like it's finally time to update it. I won't delete the original, because I feel like it's a nice time capsule of what my thought process was like when I created this channel. When I made this channel, I did it in an effort to create a space for myself to be creative. This is still the purpose of this channel. I've got a bit of education in acting, I'm passionate about acting, and my goal is to do it for a living. But like all actors, I'm struggling to pick up work. Well, not Pedro Pascal, but all other actors, hence this channel. I've been uploading videos to this channel for 7 months now, as of when this video is posted, so I can kind of see what my channel has turned into. So if you're subscribed to this channel, what can you expect? Video essays. I've done a few of them. They're the videos that get the most views on my channel. I was reluctant to do those sort of videos in the beginning. The first few attempts weren't that good. One of them I've privated because it was so terrible. Thankfully, nobody saw it. I also didn't really want to talk about politics, but I've kind of changed my mind on that. I enjoy making video essays once I find a topic that I want to talk about. Finding topics is the hardest part of these videos. They're a nice way for me to talk about something that I feel like is important, at least to me, so there will be more video essays. A Street Rat's Path to Ascension. That has kind of taken over the stories part of this channel because I put all that sort of creative energy into that project. It's struggling to pick up views and I can understand why. It's an episodic series, so it might be a bit of a commitment for people, and it has a harder time picking up views because it's not very searchable, and it's a fantasy series from a very small channel. I will keep grinding at it, try and make a formula that works. Maybe if I create a chapter that does very well, it will boost the other chapters, hopefully. People will hopefully try and understand what happened before that chapter. I've been struggling a little bit with figuring out how to deliver the chapters. I've been experimenting, listening to similar works, The Call of the Flame for example. The last chapter, that's chapter 3, as of the release of this video, was inspired by how The Call of the Flames was delivered. At least a chapter that I listened to. A chapter is approaching that I want to hire an actor for, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to go about that, because I don't think I can afford to hire anyone at the moment. I've made a massive mistake of creating a female character that I don't want to voice myself, because I feel like it would be better with a female actor, rather than using filters or me doing a female voice. For filters, my voice is too deep, so it sounds off, and sometimes it doesn't even remotely sound female, and it's very straining to make my voice sound less deep for an extended period of time, and acting on top of that. New additions, Reddit stories. Reddit is packed full of stories, and they seem to do well on YouTube, and it seems like a logical step for this channel. I haven't been sure about how the rights for Reddit stories work, so I've been hesitant to do those, but I think it's all fair use. So there will be Reddit stories. Creepy, funny, outrageous Reddit stories. Alright, thanks for watching, have some more clips. Wokeness is a huge problem. It might actually be the biggest problem if we set aside all the other problems. It litters our entertainment media with diversity and inclusion. Ugh, inclusion is the worst eon. But fret not, because we have warriors on our side fighting the good fight. There's Matt. I better leave Congress so that the report about my alleged sexual encounter with a minor doesn't come out. Gate. In Baldur's Gate 3, you can create the most manly 35-year-old manly character and give him a female voice, or give him the pronouns she or non-binary/other. You can also not do that and simply ignore that that option even exists. There is a trans character in Baldur's Gate 3, the pinnacle of woke. Sometimes it looks like the objective is close, but when you get closer to it, it turns out it's up a mountain, and you have to go to the other side of the map and then come back to find the body of Brandon the missing archer or something. And then you have to go to a different area of the map to find a special flower to put on Brandon's grave, so that his girlfriend, Brandonina, won't be sad. Once the player is comfortable in the game, you can give them more side quests to do, and make the side quests more involved. And by the maker, make the side quests interesting. Can a gamer such as me, who always chooses the easy option, beat Elden Ring? A FromSoft game. The hardest games in gaming. Yes.
Who wants to be king?